One of the first steps me and Leanne see a lot of whenever you're wanting to build a true custom home is one, knowing what you want to build, having an idea of what builder you want. I know most people probably already have a budget in mind, but then you start getting into what kind of lot can you afford, how big of a home are you wanting to go. We have a whole wide variety of square footage options, beds, baths. Are you wanting a certain floor plan? Does it need to walk out? Could you put it on a flat lot? That's going to impact your lot price a lot, which will also impact your budget and what you're trying to accomplish.
Once all that's determined, really, we sit down, talk about your budget, what you can afford. We kind of meet with different builders, just explore those options on who can build within your budget. The builders are going to require 5 to 10% earnest to begin construction. That will be due at the time of contract signing, and then the rest is due at the end or the close of the house. There are some options as far as buyers to do both their own construction loan, or the builder can take their own loan, and then that would be due at the end. A construction to perm loan, if the buyer does their own loan, construction loan themselves, it would all be due and close at the beginning of construction. I think when we sit down and we're working with the builder and determining the final price on the house, we really try and be detailed with all the extras they're wanting in the house. There are going to be some unknowns when you select tiles and carpets, upgrades. So we try and get as many things up front with the contract so we really know their budget. I think average, I would say 5%, maybe 5 to 8% we tell buyers to kind of have in their head that they could potentially go over. A lot of times they don't, but when you get in there, you're selecting all your fun items, your carpets and your tiles. You're going to fall in love with beautiful light fixtures. You want to be able to know you can do those things, and you've budgeted for those items when the time comes. I think a lot of the challenges we face during the construction process is overages on certain aspects of the build job. Prior to COVID, we didn't see allowances on framing materials, lumber. We didn't see it on cabinetry, but we've had such a fluctuation in both those materials that now builders are setting an allowance in the contract. And so we could see overage on lumber that we didn't used to see years ago. But it works both ways. Lumber could come in less, and all of a sudden the buyer has a credit, which works out great. So in addition to all the normal allowances that we've always had in the past, your tiles, your carpets, flooring, all of that, we have these additional allowances that we do have to keep in mind and budget for that.
So one of the best pieces of advice I would give somebody if they were just starting their search and going down the road of building a custom home is get out there, start looking at neighborhoods. The parade of homes in the spring and the fall is a valuable tool to people. You can get out into every subdivision in Kansas City, both the Missouri and Kansas side. You can see different neighborhoods, different builders, sizes, floor plans, especially on the parade because builders are trying to show you and showcase what's new, what's trending. So it really gives you a feel for what you might like or what you thought you might like, and then you see it in person, you don't like it. That's a good start. And then as you're going through those neighborhoods, start writing down what builders do you like. Research the builder online, see what kind of reviews they have. That'd probably be one of my best advices for somebody thinking about building a home.
Yeah, I agree. I also believe Pinterest is a great resource. I have so many clients of ours that we work with, and I tell them to set up a board for kitchens and baths and tiles and lighting, and then seeing what they see, and when they go in and select lighting, trying to stay on budget, that's always the goal, but kind of maybe selecting a few love pieces that really make an impact on the house. So it's kind of mixing your budget with all your dreams and designs, and Pinterest is another great way. If you have the budget, there's designers that you can freelance, and they can help you as well do some selections, because some of these things are things you can't change easily down the road. So some of those big decisions, you can also get help. And a lot of our builders also have on-staff help. They can help you with your selections. So all of it kind of comes together. It can be a little stressful, but I think with the help, it does work.
One thing that I think you'll really see when you come out to Woodland Trails, besides working with me and Leanne, is just from the moment you drive into our subdivision, you'll see the entry, you'll notice immediately this is a different animal. We have more amenities. The feel's better out here. We have 8 local custom builders out here. We do a lot of custom. We can change elevations for you. We really like to have a hands-on approach to building. So you'll see a lot of cookie cutter neighborhoods. This is not one of them. This is something we can really come in. You can make changes. You can modify. At the end of the day, when you're in your house, you'll know that you probably have something nobody else has, and that's our goal for you. So if you guys ever want to come out to Woodland Trails and check it out, I'd love to see you guys.